Yes, today we are going to talk about perfect tenses. In our previous video lesson, we discussed present perfect tense. Today, we are going to see past perfect and future perfect tenses. Like, especially when you go to past perfect, before you go to past perfect and future perfect, let us revise present perfect once. As I told you, the moment you talk about perfect tense, you are going to use verb 3. So V1, Vs, V2, V3, V4. These are the different verb forms that we have. V1, Vs, simple tenses. V2, simple past tense. V4, continuous tenses. And there is only one verb form, that is V3. So now V3 is used for perfect tenses. As I told you in the previous video lesson, perfect tense is exclusive of English language, which does not exist in our regional language, especially Telugu. Of course, in our national language, English, it exists, but it doesn't exist in our Telugu language. That's why if you try to translate perfect tense with some tense in Telugu, probably you will not be able to find. You will feel disappointed. That's why you better try to understand perfect tense on your own. And a perfect tense always talks about completed action. Whether it is a completed action in the recent past or some time ago or in the future time at some particular point of time in the future will be decided on the tense that you are using. So when you go to present perfect tense, first let us see the structure of all the perfect tenses. Then we would be able to understand what a perfect tense is all about. In any perfect tense, what we are going to do is we simply use V3 form. And commonly we find here, whenever you talk about perfect tense, commonly we use subject plus. Here, in any perfect tense, we are going to use have form. Have form means have, has, had, and will have. These are have forms. First, let me tell you about have forms. Have, has. So, have, has are used for present, present. Then had is used for past, and then will have is used for future. So in the have form, we should remember we have two have forms here in the present, have and has. Has is used with the singulars, that is he, she, it. Whereas with all other I, we, you, they, we use have. Then coming to past tense, we use had commonly with all the subjects like I, we, you, he, she, it, they. All of them take had. Then coming to future, similarly, all of them will take, will have. So the subject, the structure will be like this. Suppose when you are talking about present, it will be subject plus have oblique has. Oblique means either this or that. Plus, then the verb form that you are going to use is V3. That is very important here, followed by an object. This is present perfect. With singulars has plus V3, with the plurals have plus V3. Whereas the next one is, when you come to past tense, you have subject plus, had plus. Here, you don't have singular and plural. You can use had with all, that is, with all the singulars and plurals, then V3 form followed by an object. This is past tense. In the present, have or has plus V3. In the past, had plus V3. Now in the future, subject plus, you have will. Because the moment you talk about, future tense, you will have will plus have, because it is perfect tense, have is compulsory, followed by then V3 plus object. So this is the structural part of present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Perfect means V3 form preceded by have form. So in the present, have or has, in the past had, in the future will have. Then commonly you have V3 form whenever we talk about perfect tense, followed by an object. Now, see, you can see examples like I have visited doctor. I have visited doctor. The doctor had treated me well. Future, I mean, I will have completed the work by tomorrow. I'll tell you how to use this later. First, you just see the structural part. I have visited doctor. I had visited doctor. I will have visited doctor. So this is the structural part you should understand. I have visited doctor. I had visited doctor. I will have visited doctor. So in three of them, V3 form is common for us. And we have form, have, had, and will have. Present have plus V3, past had plus V3, future will plus have plus V3. That is the structural part of all these three perfect tenses. Now let's go to past perfect tense. In detail, I'll tell you how to use past perfect tense. Past perfect tense, its structure and its uses. Past perfect tense, because already in our previous video lesson we have already done present perfect tense. That's why I'm straight away going to past perfect tense. Subject plus, had plus, V3 plus, object. This is the structural part of past perfect tense. So in the past perfect tense, the structure is had plus V3. The examples could be she had reached home. She had reached home. They had vacated the house. The movie had already started. The doctor had examined the patient thoroughly before he prescribed the medicine. When I entered the theater, the movie had already started. She said she had already read that book. So you can actually, you can easily understand past perfect tense, had plus V3 plus, object. I mean, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes. Now let us see the negative sentence of that. They had vacated the house. They had not vacated the house. Simply you can make it negative. They had vacated. They had not vacated the house. Quite simple. They had vacated the house. They had not vacated the house. To add only not to make it a negative sentence. If you really want to make, interrogative sentence, then simply what you do, you will take it forward, helping verb. Had they vacated, the house, and it must end with a question mark, then only it is an interrogative sentence. They had vacated the house. They had not vacated the house. Had they vacated the house? And negative interrogative, they had not, had they vacated, hadn't they vacated? Hadn't they vacated the house? Hadn't they vacated the house? Like this. So you can see all four sentences here. They had vacated the house. They had not vacated the house. Had they vacated the house? Hadn't they vacated the house? Positive, negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative. And when you use WH words, you can use when had they, when had they vacated house? When had they vacated the house? Sorry. Yeah. Who had suggested them? Who had advised them? Who had advised them? What had they learned? Okay. Why had they been there? Who had been, ill? Like this, you can use all four types of sentences along with WH questions also. So positive, negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative sentences. Now let us see the uses of past perfect tense. So past perfect tense, actually speaking, we have simple past tense, present perfect tense, past perfect tense. These three tenses have got more or less the same meaning, almost the same meaning they have. Then simple past tense is used for actions completed at some point of time in the past. That's why we indicate time clearly. Yesterday, day before yesterday, last night, last week, last month, or a week back, a year back. Like particularly we mention the time at what point of time in the past a particular action happened. Simple past tense. Present perfect tense is used for actions completed in the recent past. To indicate that recentness, we indicate certain words like just now, recently, in the immediate past, okay? Or sometimes we use present perfect tense for actions completed some time ago, but without indicating time. Time చెప్పకుండా present perfect tense past లో ఎప్పుడో జరిగినటువంటి యాక్షన్స్ కూడా ఉపయోగించవచ్చు. అయితే పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్ కు సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ కు ఉన్నటువంటి తేడా ఏమిటి? సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ is also used for completed actions and past perfect tense is also used for completed actions only. What is the difference between these two? Simple past tense is used. Suppose there are two past actions. So out of those two past actions, which happened earlier, which happened first? So the action which happened first will take past perfect tense. The action which happened later than that, after that, will take simple past tense. For example, the doctor had. So the moment you use past perfect tense, you should understand, this is the first action. The doctor had examined means first doctor examine చేశాడు. The doctor had examined the patient thoroughly. When he had examined the patient thoroughly, the doctor had examined the patient thoroughly before, అంటే దానికంటే ముందు, దేనికంటే ముందు, before he prescribed medicines. So the doctor had examined the patient thoroughly before he prescribed medicines. First, doctor thoroughly check chesi eyes, nose, tongue, and blood pressure. Everything he had thoroughly, pulse, everything he had thoroughly examined. Then he came to a decision what medicines are to be prescribed. So in this case, first doctor examined the patient thoroughly. That's why we have used past perfect tense. And the second action is he prescribed medicine. So whenever there are two past actions, two of them are completed actions only, but out of them, the first one is past perfect tense and the second one is simple past tense. One more example. The patient had died అనగానే మీకు ఏం అర్థం కావాలి? ఫస్ట్ పేషెంట్ చనిపోయాడు. ద పేషెంట్ హ్యాడ్ డైడ్. ఎప్పుడు? బిఫోర్ ద డాక్టర్ అరైవ్డ్. డాక్టర్ వచ్చే టయానికి పేషెంట్ చనిపోయాడు. ద పేషెంట్ హ్యాడ్ డైడ్ బిఫోర్ ద డాక్టర్ అరైవ్డ్. అంటే he was brought dead అని అర్థం. The patient had died before the doctor arrived. అంటే ఫస్ట్ పేషెంట్ చనిపోయాడు, తర్వాత డాక్టర్ వచ్చాడు. She said, చెప్పింది. ఏమని చెప్పింది? తను ఫలాని పని చేశాను అని చెప్పింది. She said that I had already completed the work. Already completed the work. ఫస్ట్ వర్క్ కంప్లీట్ చేసింది, కంప్లీట్ చేశాను అని చెప్పింది. కంప్లీటెడ్. She said, చెప్పింది. ఏమని చెప్పింది? నేను ఆల్రెడీ కంప్లీట్ చేశాను. She said that I had already completed the work. So like this, you can say any number of actions when there are two past actions. Which action happened first? Order లో ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ ఉండడం కాదు, జరిగిన వాటిలో ఏది ఫస్ట్ జరిగింది. ఫస్ట్ జరిగినటువంటి దానికి పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్ ఉపయోగించాలి, దాని తర్వాత జరిగిన దానికి సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ ఉపయోగించాలి. కానీ ఉపయోగించే ఆర్డర్లో ఫస్ట్ పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ రావాలి, తర్వాత సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ రావాలి అనే అవసరం లేదు. ఫస్ట్ ఏం జరిగింది ఆ రెండిట్లో? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, నేను వెళ్ళే సమయానికి, when I entered the theater, నేను థియేటర్ ఎంటర్ అయ్యే సమయానికి, when I entered, నేను ఎంటర్ అయ్యేసరికి, when I entered the theater, అప్పటికే మూవీ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది. When I entered the theater, the movie had already started. ముందే జరిగిపోయింది, నేను లేట్ వెళ్ళాను. The movie had already started. ఇలా past perfect tense can be used whenever there are two past actions, two completed actions. Out of those two past actions, which happened first? So for the first completed action, we use past perfect tense. For the next completed action, we use simple past tense. So past perfect tense is very often used in combination with simple past tense. Always there is a combination. What is the combination? Simple past tense and past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is used alone or individually very less number of times. Then it is always used in combination with simple past tense. Simple past tense and past perfect tense are used in group, in as a twins. So that's why you should see which is simple past tense, which is past perfect tense. Then you will be easily able to understand past perfect tense. Now let's go to future perfect tense. The next one is future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. The moment perfect means it's a completed one. So since you are saying future, so future completed రెండు కాంట్రడిక్టరీగా ఉన్నాయి. కంప్లీటెడ్ అంటేనే పాస్ట్, ఫ్యూచర్ అంటే జరగబోవాలి. సో కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయింది అంటున్నావు, జరగబోతుంది అంటున్నావు. అయితే దీన్ని ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలంటే, ఫ్యూచర్లో ఒక సమయానికి, అంటే నువ్వు ఒక టైం ఇండికేట్ చేయబోతున్నావు. యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ఇండికేట్ సమ్ టైం. ఏమంటున్నావు 6 o'clock, రేపు సాయంత్రానికి, నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ఈ సమయానికి, నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ ఈ సమయానికి, లేదా 2030 కంతా, లేదా 2050 కంతా. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏమనుకుంటున్నాము, డిసెంబర్ కంతా కరోనా వ్యాక్సిన్ వస్తుంది. అప్పటికంతా అంటే ఫ్యూచర్లో ఒక టైం పెట్టుకొని ఆ సమయానికి ఇది జరుగుతుంది అని చెప్తే అటువంటి సందర్భంలో మనము ఫ్యూచర్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్ ఉపయోగిస్తాము. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం ఫ్యూచర్ టెన్స్ యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్ చూద్దాం. సబ్జెక్ట్ ప్లస్ విల్ ప్లస్ హ్యావ్ ప్లస్ subject plus will plus have plus V3 plus object. ఇది ఫ్యూచర్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్ యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దీనికి ఒక సెంటెన్స్ చూస్తే, ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ కంప్లీటెడ్ I will have completed the work. నేను వర్క్ కంప్లీట్ చేసి ఉంటాను. ఎప్పటికీ I will have completed the work by tomorrow. By tomorrow. అంటే we are keeping one schedule. ఒక టైం బౌండ్ పెట్టుకొని ఒక టైం చెప్తున్నాము. ఆ సమయానికంతా కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాను. ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ కంప్లీటెడ్. మీరు చెప్పొచ్చు ఇలా, ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ సెటిల్డ్ ఆర్ ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ గాట్ ఎ జాబ్. ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ గాట్ ఎ జాబ్ బై నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్. బై నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ కంతా నాకు జాబ్ వచ్చి ఉంటుంది, లేదా నేను జాబ్ పొంది ఉంటాను. ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ గాట్ ఎ జాబ్ బై నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్. కరోనా వ్యాక్సిన్ will have come or will have been available by next year. By next year it will have been available for all of us. Though it comes sometimes in December, but it is available only next year for all of us. So corona vaccine will have been available for all of us by next year. So India will have become a developed nation by 2030 or 2050. You can say 2030. Probably by 2030 we can expect India will have become a developed nation by 2030. So I will have completed the work by tomorrow. Repadikanta work complete chesi untanu. I will have got a job by next year. Next year kanta nen settle ayi untanu. జాబ్ పొంది ఉంటాను, లేదా కంప్లీట్ చేసి ఉంటాను. సో షీ విల్ హ్యావ్ గాట్ మ్యారీడ్ బై నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్. ఆమెకు నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ కంతా మ్యారేజ్ అయిపోయి ఉంటుంది. She will have got married. Corona vaccine will have been available by next year to all of us. India will have become a developed nation by 2030. By tomorrow evening, we will have completed all the perfect tenses and we will have completed all the tenses. So by next class, we will have completed all the tenses like simple tenses, continuous tenses, perfect tenses, and perfect continuous tenses. We will have finished or we will have completed all the tenses. So that's how future perfect tense anangane future lo oka time cheppali ఆ టైం కంతా ఇది కంప్లీట్ చేసి ఉంటాను, అది కంప్లీట్ అయి ఉంటుంది అనే విధంగా ఫ్యూచర్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్ ఉపయోగిస్తాము. సో అలాగే నెగటివ్ సెంటెన్స్ ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ కంప్లీటెడ్, ఐ విల్ నాట్ హ్యావ్ కంప్లీటెడ్, ఐ విల్ హ్యావ్ రీచ్డ్, ఐ విల్ నాట్ హ్యావ్ రీచ్డ్, దే విల్ హ్యావ్ కమ్, దే విల్ నాట్ హ్యావ్ కమ్. Similarly, future future perfect, positive, negative, interrogative and negative interrogative generally we don't use. Even WH questions also we won't use in this perfect, future perfect tense. Generally we use only future perfect, positive and negative sentences. So this is about present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. I revise, I sum it up. Present perfect tense is used for actions completed in the recent past, in the immediate past. Past perfect tense is used for actions completed earlier than the other action completed in the past. And future perfect tense is used for an action which is going to be completed at some point of time or which is going to be completed before some point of time in the future. That is future perfect tense. That's how we are going to use all these continuous tense, all these perfect tenses. Present perfect, past perfect, future perfect tense are very important tenses. We should use very cautiously and very sparingly. That's all now about all the perfect tenses put together.